Hello. Hello, hello. Hopefully I'm live. I know you can just see my face here. Let me move that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, hi Selkie. Hi. Okay, hopefully everybody's finding their way over here. Um I didn't want to trust YouTube because I didn't want it to cut out. So I'm using an alternative source for live. Hi, Evie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yay! Christy's here. Cheeky. Oh, Simon. And everybody in the UK. Yay! I'll be watching back your live later on tonight for sure. Oh, I'm so glad you guys made it here. Hi, Claire. Well, welcome, everybody. Hi, Debbie. So I have my phone over here, which I'll be looking at, so I can see the comments, because I can't see them from this live here. But I'm going to pan down so I can show you kind of what my table looks like here. So here's what I got going on. I got my bloody candles, of course. But this is my ancestor side of the table. And you can see I have a plate set here. Ooh, you can't see the full thing, but dessert is there as well. Ooh, come back over here. Whoops, sorry guys. Sorry. Trying to show you all the things, and it's so hard to get it all in the shot. So, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, Shadow's Truth, welcome. Welcome. Blessed Samhain to you too. All right, so I have my ancestor side set, and I'm gonna do a little boop, so you can see me here. Let's try. Let's see about this. I've been fussing with this arm all day to try and find the perfect shot, and there isn't one. So, oh, thank you, Selkie. I appreciate that. Well, now that we got folks coming in, it's 1 a.m. You guys will be exhausted tomorrow, but you know what? It'll be a great exhausted. Intuition. Oh, Becca, hi, love. Shadow's Truth. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a munchie or something with you here. If you don't, I'm going to eat my dinner. So, but before we get started, I am going to do a little smudge here to kind of clear everything for our ancestors to come visit us right now. So, I've got this wonderful smudge, handmade smudge, by my bestest friend, Wayward Son. She brought this the last time she came to visit. So we're going to smudge everybody through the screen here to allow the ancestors through. And this is a safe and sacred space. No evil, ill will, or bad can occur here. We are fully and completely protected in this space to commune with our ancestors this evening. So, all right. The space is set. Yes, it is, Baker. Oh, our space is set. I'm going to light my ancestor candle here. Oh, well, that doesn't work very well. It's a little further in than I thought it was. I'm just going to burn myself all over with these candles. That's kind of what I've been doing all day is I am also going to burn some dragon's blood incense. This will also keep the creepy crawlies at bay. So, all good. Oop. Let me get the incense started here. Wow, this stuff is hard to start. There we go. Now we got the mojo working, folks. Alrighty. Oh, let me check in. See, Johnny. Hi, sweetheart. So glad you're here. Claire. Oh, yes. Okay. So, here we are, guys. This is an ancestor dinner. I have my dinner here. I made some gnocchi in a sun-dried tomato and Parmesan sauce. And I have some broccoli. I have some apple cider tonight. Didn't feel like drinking. I didn't feel like it was appropriate tonight for some reason. But anyway, let me show you. This is a picture of me and my mom. Oh, the glare is terrible. But that's me and my mom. And that was taken maybe 2 or 3 years before she passed away. And I have very few pictures of my Andy. He hated pictures, absolutely detested pictures. So the only one I have actually printed is one from Halloween that was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And it's this one. So I went as like a vampiress, and so did Andy. He had the heels and everything. It was a very fun night at a Halloween party at the VFW with friends. So that was great. Oh, yay. Texas Rose is here. Ancient Voices is here. Awesome. Sea Spirit Tarot, welcome. Ah, Jilly. The Reverend made it. I'm so glad you're here. Jen, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad everybody's here. So why don't you guys, why don't you tell me, are you guys munching on anything? What do you guys have to eat right now, huh? I'm going to start my dinner. So, but I want to hear from you guys what you're eating. And who are you thinking about? Which ancestors are visiting you tonight? Well, thank you, Texas Rose. I'm happy to have you here. Absolutely. Yay! Wayward Son is here. Hi, Kathy. People, pot stove. Mm-hmm. Oh, milkshake. Yum. Thai food, Chinese food, popcorn, wine. Ooh, that sounds so good. I should have thought of Chinese food instead of making my own. But, ooh. Chicken sandwich. Braised beef tips. Oh my goodness. Salmon piccata. Boy, you guys are eating good. Oh, Jen, that's so nice. Jen took a walk through the cemetery a bit ago and she thought about all the people there that she doesn't know. That's really sweet. Evie's thinking about her friend Marcia. They always went to Thai food and the movies together. How fun is that? Shadow's Truth has pasta and vegetable soup. Aww. For your parents and your son. Bless you, honey. Bless you so much. Evie's eating candy while she's answering the door. Oh, that's so sweet, Christy. Milkshake with her son on Halloween night. This is wonderful, you guys. Ancient Voices. She has a place set for her ancestors. Does anybody else here have a place set for their ancestors? Or did you set a place tonight for them when you had your dinner? spicy rice cake, Claire. Mmm. Thank you, Becca. Thank you so much. You know, I have to say, guys, I am doing very, very well. I'm doing very well. I've had my time to grieve, and it's good. It's been, I'm very healed. And yes, I'm still grieving, but it's not in the same way as it was before. Um, it's kind of interesting that when I was, um, so one of the things that I do for Samhain is I usually prepare things and clean things ahead of time because Samhain is supposed to be a day of rest for those of us who honor the Sabbath. Samhain. It's supposed to be a day of rest. You're not supposed to do a lot of work on Samhain. You're supposed to take the day to reflect on your ancestors and on those who have passed. And remember the funny things or just the happy times that you had in your life. So, one of the funny things was while I was taking my sacred shower before ancestor dinner tonight, I got to thinking about how Andy and I used to try to sneak up on each other in the shower and dump a large glass of ice water over the top of the shower into whoever was in there. You never knew when it was coming, just when you thought it was safe, man. Either I'd get him or he'd get me with that cold water. Hmm. So. Oh, Selkie, you have a place in your bed for your ancestors. That's so sweet. Especially since you're in the UK and it's 1:15 in the morning. I can't thank you UK people for joining me. You don't have to stay for the whole dinner. You're free to leave when you would like. I love you all for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Oh, Baker she does not like anybody to have my attention at all. It's all about her. So, yeah, and then I was thinking about my mom today. And she also loved Halloween. She loved passing out candy and seeing the kids in all their Halloween costumes. And oh my God, she used to make such a big fuss over the little kids in the Halloween costumes. But the kids were so cute and so appreciative. And they just got the biggest kick out of it. And so that's what I remember about my mom on Halloween night. So. So does anybody else want to? You guys want to share a memory of an ancestor who's passed? You know, I'm looking down at my phone here. Claire, that's too funny. Yes, my Andy and I used to annoy the heck out of each other as well. So I think that builds a good relationship when you can have fun with each other like that. So that's wonderful that you and your husband do that. Oh, Christy, an ancestor doll. Oh, that's lovely. That's a wonderful idea. I like that a lot. Mmm. Becca's burning Salo Ponto. Really? And white sage. Those are both my favorites. Mm. Ah, the Groon is in the house. The Groon. Welcome, love. Jilly's mom loved the holidays. She wasn't big on Halloween, but she was in church for All Saints Day. I know many people like that. Oh, that's so cute, Ancient Voices. Remembering how your father and you, with both grandmothers, would dress up and startle the trick-or-treaters. That's too cute. Oh, Johnny, hamburger and french fries. That sounds delicious. Oh my gosh. Texas Rose, you went ghost hunting and then to a drag show? How fun! Oh, Simon, you're sweet dad. You were so young. It's nice that he comes to you in the dreams with always something to say. I hope what he says to you, you find some comfort in. Oh, Johnny's been drinking the old peach Moscato wine today. Oh, wow, Kathy. You were so young when you lost your little brother. Ah, here's your Jack of Hearts to your Alice. That's so sweet. Oh, gosh. Jilly's remembering the old style costumes. I don't know who's old enough to remember, but the plastic masks that you could barely breathe out of once you put it on. Mm. Oh my goodness. Cheeky. The wax fangs. Oh my gosh. Now here's my question. Were did you guys ever eat the wax? Or did you just like chew it up and spit it out? Or did you just wear the fangs and that's it? Oh wow, Claire, that's very interesting. Claire says she remembers her grandma when she was alive. She used to talk about when we do Korean people, when someone dies, you remember them at 3 months, 9 months, a year, second year, and third year. Looks like we're talking about candy. Mm. All right, Cheeky chewed the wax like gum. I did too. I did too. And then when it was gone, I usually spit it out. Baker wants some food. No, she doesn't want food. She wants attention. She wants attention. Mm. Oh, Shadow's Truth. I'm so very sorry. I'm glad that you have the wonderful memories of your parents. That's really hard. Really hard to lose your parents at that young. Someone say candy. I saw Jilly make a comment about mallow cups, which happened to be my weakness. Anything with marshmallow in them, yeah. Not only do I remember them, they still sell them out here. Mm. This is a fun this is a fun night. This is what an ancestor night should be like. It should be fun and enjoying telling stories about your ancestors and about the good times that you remember with them. Um, God, I have so many good times with both Mom and Andy. We used to crack each other up all the time. Oh my God, Pat mallow and peanut butter on white bread, Kathy. That's a classic. That was a classic sandwich. Oh my God. I love how you guys are remembering these things. Candy apples. Oh, I loved candy apples. I was so spoiled. We had a man in the neighborhood who had one of those old timey popcorn machines. And every year he would open his barn and he'd have apple cider and free popcorn for all the kids in the neighborhood. And then he also had the adult drinks on the side for any of the parents that came by that night as well. So that was a fond memory with my mom. Oh, Jen. Jen keeps remembering her grandma making her grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup, but she always said sandwiches. That's great. Miracle Whip, iceberg, and sugar sandwiches. Good. Where did you grow up, girl? I have heard of those sandwiches, but as I am not a fan of Miracle Whip, I've never tried it. But I have heard of that concoction before. Ow! I just had a big old chunk of wax fall in my arm. Um, Jilly says her parents used to load her and her sister in the back of the station wagon. God, that brings back memories. No seatbelts, no nothing, guys, just in the back of the station wagon. Drive us to the grandparents, then there were the pictures. Then we could go out in the neighborhood. Oh, God, the pictures. You always had to take pictures in costume because you look so cute. Oh, Jilly, popcorn balls. My mom made popcorn balls one year. Not only did we run out, but the kids were coming back for seconds and thirds. I'm trying, Jen. I'm trying. Fortunately, it was just a chunk, so not too bad. There you go, Kendra. It is. It's a witchy mukbang. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Texas Rose. When she was 13, her mom put up the Christmas tree 3 days before Halloween in a huge bay window where all the neighbors could see it. Your mother was a little touched, was she, Texas? Oh gosh. Too much. The gnocchi is delicious. It's a whole wheat gnocchi, and it was the easiest to cook. It's the first time I've actually cooked gnocchi. I usually eat it when I go out to eat. So, the back ancient voices. That's too funny. Mm. Yes, we're having a little ancestor mukbang here because we're honoring our ancestors. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who can eat on camera, but I'm sure everybody else is snacking on something too. I know Wayward Son is eating caramel popcorn. You guys have some wonderful memories. Well, Jen, you better go heat up that Chinese food. Or no, go heat up that Thai food. That's the way to do it, Rose. That's the way to do it, Texas Rose. Hmm. Hi, D Star. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Claire has goat beer. That's interesting. And I have never heard of goat brand beer. Yes, Jilly, I did tell him he wasn't getting his burger. The only vegetable he would eat is broccoli. So that's what we're having tonight is broccoli. Lots of broccoli. Hmm. Oh my God, Sonny, you had a way back. See, that's what I'm used to here in the back of the station wagon called the way back. And oh God, to the wood paneling. Yes. Ezra, I spell. Hi, welcome. Oh, you're having a pumpkin ale and some hearty bean soup. What's the matter, Baker? She's like, you're talking to everybody but me. Who could get the... Oh, gosh. Okay, now that brings another memory of my Andy to mind. Because he loved Christmas more than Halloween. And it's kind of funny that I'm even doing this ancestor dinner for the two of them. Because my mother absolutely did not like that I was a witch. And that I said it out loud. How dare I, right? Andy didn't like it either. It gave him the creepies. But we still lived in harmony. And he allowed me to do my thing as long as he didn't have to be involved in it. Which he did. So it's kind of funny that I'm doing this witchy dinner for him when he didn't approve of this stuff. But, you know, oh well. And same thing for my mom. But, oh well, this is how I want to honor them. So they'll have to just get over it. Bigger! Oh my goodness. Anyone read Atomic Habits? Atomic Habits by James Clear. Anybody read it? No, I've never read it, never heard of James Clear, and I don't know anything about his journal either. Hi, Carmen. So, anyway, my Andy also loved Christmas so much that literally the day after Halloween, that tree was up. And if he could do it earlier than that, he would. And there were people at the VFW who loved Christmas just as much as him. And so they would compete to see who got their stuff up first. What does Baker get for dinner? She gets TD to help keep her little toofies queen. Andy's telling me through Baker, Andy's telling me off for not having a burger. I like it, Jilly. Oh, Christy, Bullet is growling. Bullet always growls when he hears Baker on my videos. mm. Selkie says they would approve of your witchy ways. Now they understand. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. And I hope all of your relatives understand too with the way you choose to honor them. We have always felt in our family that the best way to honor Baker, the best way to honor our departed is to talk about them, share their stories, who they were, how they were, what they did. That's how we keep them alive in our lives. Oh, oh, Groon. So nice to meet you, Ebenezer. Well, there's a part of me that can understand disliking people because not everyone is a likable individual. But they're on their own journeys and they have to figure that out. But we don't have to add to it by being mean or unhelpful. Kendra, I think of it as many paths to one afterlife. That's wonderful. Texas Rose has smelled cigarette smoke in her house. And her husband's father was a smoker, and so were your mom. That's very possible. They could come to, just drop you a little line. 3 of your grandparents are not with us, Claire. I think they would be just fine with it because they're on the other side. And as someone just said, they know now and they understand. Oh, Jilly, you opened your grandma's fabric box and it smelled like her house. How sweet. You know what? That sounds like a great tradition to have, Christy. It's not fancy, it's small, but it's heartfelt. And that is something that means the most. So I think that's wonderful. I am almost done with dinner. Oh. So, ancient voices. Having been raised Catholic, me too, I've found it easy for me to blend some of the mysticism from that faith into my witchy practices. So, I think my grandmothers are just fine with my spirituality. I think that's wonderful that you've been able to do that. I really do. I haven't been able to do that. Shadow's Truth, Monster Mash. You did the mash. Sonny, if I was a ghost, I wouldn't want to go around leaving smoke smell behind How embarrassing. I hope the afterlife is smoke free. But yo, Jackson's Gypsy Cauldron in the house. Woohoo! Yay, Heidi! Awesome, awesome. So, Spitfire Cat, she's had two of her cats that have crossed the Rainbow Bridge come and visit in the last few days. That's been so special. That's so nice. I love when our fur babies come back to us. Um, it's very comforting to know that they're okay and they remember us because we remember them. So I think that's absolutely lovely. For a long, long time, one of my cats was really my familiar, really a true familiar. And for several years after she passed, she would come back and I could feel her jump up on the bed with me. So yeah, that was nice. All right, I have dessert, which is da da da. It looks like a dog's breakfast, but it is actually a piece of apple pie from Costco because I recently found out that out of all the pies and things at Costco, the apple pie is vegan. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm having this apple pie. Because one of the things that we used to do during the holiday season is my mother was a pumpkin pie fanatic. And I'm a pumpkin fanatic anyway. I love, I'm a PSL plus person here. All month long PSL. But unfortunately, the pumpkin pie, all the commercial ones that I looked at, all had milk and eggs in them. So I do know there is a vegan way to make pumpkin pie, but at this time of the year, I like to make some, but then buy some. So, yeah. And so I decided, I would just buy dessert this year. Texas Rose. Oh, you lost your. Texas Rose lost her Lhasa in January at 14. That's so sweet. And you saw his spirit in the kitchen begging for cookies, and so you left him some treats. That's so sweet. See, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. We feel those things. And I love the fact that you guys feel those things and you honor that feeling by doing something for it, to support it. So I think that's just awesome. I think Andy and my mom are smiling tonight because I'm not alone this evening. I have all of you here, and I'm so very grateful for all of you dropping in and coming to the ancestral dinner tonight and breaking bread and enjoying a meal with me and talking about our relatives. Um, Oh, Heidi, your Jesse's girl had for sick. Oh, your Jesse's girl sent you Jackson. Oh, that's so wonderful. I love it when an animal does that. I have to say, in a way, I think so. In September of last year, my Andy, Ancient Voices, I'm grateful for you too, honey. Um, I love you guys so much. You've been through the whole gamut with me. I actually believe that my Margaret sent us Baker because Margaret was Andy's cat, really Andy's cat. I mean, she just adored the stuffing out of him. And after she passed, Andy just wasn't the same. And he went about a month, and then he finally told me, he said, I can't take it anymore. I gotta, you know, I need another kitty. And I was like, okay. And so, literally, he was looking at a rescue site, picked her out. We went down the next day, and we had a little, we were with her maybe 5 minutes. And he was like, yep, she's the one. And she was. She really has been. And I'm really grateful for her, because otherwise I think being on my own by myself might have been just a little bit too much. She provided me with a safety net. And I'm so happy that she's here and in my life, and that I have her every day to look forward to. So, Johnny, you dressed up as a vampire for Halloween? I bet you were scary. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome, Hardy, that you can see your dad hanging out with Jesse. That's sweet. Well, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure that Andy is hanging out with Margaret, because the two of them were inseparable. Definitely. Mm. Mm. Carmen said her dog came to visit her. She's been gone for over a year. It goes fast, doesn't it? It never seems to be quite as slow. It always seems to be quick. Next month, November 15th, it'll be a year since Andy passed. A full year. I can't I can't believe where the time has gone to. Oh, you have a pet cemetery, Sonny, in the beautiful Aspen Grove. Oh, I bet you your old babies would love to play there. That sounds like a beautiful cemetery spot. Aspen Grove. Even the name sounds lovely. Selkie is a bodhisattva? Okay. Hmm. Hi, Whispers of Three. Welcome. Welcome. Heidi, Jesse would sit between Dad's legs while he was on the john. Well, to be quite honest, I actually have a photo of Andy with our other cat, Fireball. And Fireball is actually sitting inside Andy's pants as he's sitting on the john. So that's too funny. Oh gosh, you guys. I am thoroughly enjoying you sharing your memories of your loved ones and your pets, and what great memories. I loved the whole the candy when we were growing up. Oh, Johnny, that would be awesome. I would love to meet up with you when you move to Hollywood. I'm not too far away. I'm only about a 3-hour drive from Hollywood, so I would love to come meet you. You let me know when you get to moving so you get that movie career going. Christy, Baz. My little sweet Basil boy. Lays at your feet while you're on the toilet or the computer. How sweet. Aw, Jen, one of your pups has to have you in sight at all times. Yeah, that was kind of how Andy's Margaret was. She didn't like it when she couldn't see him. Hmm. Hmm. Anybody else have some more memories to share? This has been really wonderful, you guys. My first and only mukbang. I never even thought of it like that. Hmm. Um, I don't do trick or treating because the kids in this neighborhood are not good kids. And so I don't do trick or treating here. The kids that were here when I first moved in, of course, are all grown up and stuff. But yeah, that's it. Oh, Groon. Okay, I have not tried. I have not tried making the whipped cream from the bean juice, aka aquafaba. Um, that just does not even sound tasty to me. So Ready Whip already has a vegan whipped cream, and that's what I use. Oh, you never heard mukbang before, Jen? Oh, Simon would say it all the time, and so would Becca on her channel. Um, oh, Kendra, I'm so sorry, my love. You were so young, so young. I'm glad you have that nice memory of your brother and dancing to Barbara Streisand. I think that's wonderful. 7-year old girl dressed as a witch. Ancient Voices just got a 7-year old girl dressed as a witch. She told her that witches are her favorite, and she smiled and said, I'm a real witch, but mom doesn't want to tell anyone. So is she? That's so sweet. Oh my God. Oh, Texas. My heart, my heart and my hugs go out to everyone tonight who has lost someone they loved very much, especially at a young age. That is extremely traumatizing when it happens at a young age. And I'm so sorry for that. I certainly hope and pray that your loved ones have found better places and have learned what they needed to learn in order to move on. Um, yeah, you guys are really so very awesome, so awesome. So I'm gonna stay on for about 10 more minutes. That'll keep us on an hour here, which I think is plenty. And we've shared space, and I appreciate this, and I hope you guys have appreciated the ancestor dinner. I hope you've enjoyed whatever snack or libation you are enjoying. Kathy, I used to put on a hot pink ballroom gown and tell my little brother, dance with me or I'll beat you up. The joys of having a brother or a sister. I was not that lucky. I'm an only child. No fun at all. Couldn't blame any. If I did something, who am I going to blame? Could never get into any kind of trouble. Carmen, oh, your mom passed when you were 28. You feel like it was yesterday and it's been 26 years. I feel you, Carmen. Time goes so fast. Um, you know, my mom and I would talk about other family members who had passed on and think about how many years they had been gone. And it's like, it just seems like it happened yesterday. Amazing. I feel so much the love in this room. Moms usually are the toughest ones to lose. There's something about mothers. Or your dad passed when you were 23. Wow. Right, Chili, your mom has been gone 40 years and still it feels like it was just yesterday. Those we hold dear are always near. And that is true, Dee Dee. That is true. That's why you need to talk about them and keep talking about them because that's what keeps them alive in us. You're absolutely right. It might be cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. Texas Rose. Oh, you lost your brother, your mother, and your auntie all right around Christmas. Christmas is a very blue period for a lot of people. A lot of things have happened over the holidays that really, starting from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, that really upset a lot of people. And it's hard to sometimes celebrate those holidays. Um, so, yeah, Sunday's Child of Light. You missed your dad, 2 years gone now. I'm so sorry, dear. Jen's balanced. Oh, Jen, your stepdad passed this year in February, your mom in 13. No, honey, it's not an overshare at all. Complicated relationships, I know, it's sometimes hard to know how to remember them best. Well, you remember good. If there was a good moment in there, a fond memory. Um, even complicated relationships, I hope, have at least one, good outing or good memory in there um, for you. It's good to see everybody talking to their ancestors all the time. I do too. I talk to Andy all the time. Um, I call him a son of a bitch often. That's his new name, actually, is son of a bitch. Um, Shadow's Truth. Your dad passed away 13 days after your 13th birthday. Lost a son when I was 5 months, but I got to see him, which gave you closure. Oh, Shadow's Truth. I'm so sorry, love. Yeah, Sonny, you're right. There's a lot of people here that had a hard loss at a young age. Do you think it has anything to do with developing sensitivities like we all have to? Just a thought. It could very well be. I mean, my belief certainly is that we are all born with sensitivities. Some have more than others, and I think if you know you have sensitivities, it can be developed into something more. Um, Claire has been 8 years since her father-in-law died, and your husband doesn't talk about it, but he thinks about it. Yeah. Men are very interesting in that respect. We don't have. Do we have any men in the room left? I know Simon was in here. But that's not something men usually share too much. At least not the men who are of an older age. Maybe millennials might share. Even Gen Xers or Gen G or Y or whatever have you. But, us older ones, the baby boomers and the ones after, our men at that age really don't share very much of their emotional side. Um, so yeah. It's so lovely that you're all remembering family members and fond memories coming back. But wow, so many of you at such young age. Um, I feel very lucky that I didn't. I lost when I was young. I lost a couple of classmates at young ages, one from cancer and the other one from cystic fibrosis. But they weren't family members. So I don't remember losing my first family member until I was well old, in my 20s. Let's see. So your mom's 87 now, Heidi. Well, you know, whether you see the end coming or not, you're still never prepared for it. Not prepared at all. You know, um, it's important to spend the time that you have with her in a good way so you have those good memories. Because no matter what, death kind of shocks all of us. Even if it's, somebody passing away from a long illness that you knew that was going to be the end result, it is still a shock to the system. So, so Claire, does your husband ever share information with you about how he feels about, people who have passed close to him? Oh wow, Heidi, I'm so sorry. I know that you have I know you've had a lot of death in your life through the years, and I'm sure that has to affect you in some way, shape, or form as well. That's right, Shadow's Truth. We just have to remember our ancestors will always be part of us. They are literally within us. And that is so true. All right, guys, I am going to bring this ancestral dinner to a close. I thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate all your love and support. I appreciate all the memories and all the wonderful things that you all shared with each other tonight in this safe and sacred space. I send you all nothing but love and joyful blessings going forward into what I consider a witch's new year. And I just want to send you heaps and heaps of love. And thanks again so much for joining me here. And all your stories have really touched me. So, with that, I say the circle is broken and the spirits may depart. We thank you for coming to our meal this evening, and we appreciate communing with you in this space. Sending you all much chakra love, and I'll see you soon.